It's Coach Keyton Crawford here in the Crawford Podcasting Network here at Grand Traverse Pie Company, corner of Hagedorn and Grand River on this November 17th. We're over halfway through the month of November. We got a lot to unpack here. First of all, first things first, congratulations to the regional champions, Division II East Lansing Trojans. Good Lord, in romp fashion. 49-27 over the Hawks of Saginaw Heritage.
They call that belt to ass. They call that these days.
It took him to the woodshed or something like that, whatever.
It was
got some turnovers early, which helped the cause.
Bunch of nice explosives. It's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing.
Kids played well.
Okay, so the Trojans are now 10-3, if I'm not mistaken, and we'll play at Greenville High School. What? 9? You've won. I thought you were. You're 9. Yeah, you had 6. Yeah, 6 and 3, and then 9. Okay, you're gonna get double-digit wins. I'm predicting. Taking on Byron Center, 1 o'clock in Greenville on Saturday. Unfortunately, I'm going to be down in the big house, but I'll be looking at my computer, following the Trojans, and one step away from Ford Field. But hey, what a great season! This is where having a tough schedule prepares you. Look at Hudsonville. They absolutely boat raced. I love that. 35-6.
I was flipping back and forth.
Good Lord.
And all the tests, but we should have beat them guys, and they were just beating the brakes off of Howell yesterday.
Who had beaten Belleville in the regular season. Belleville, Detroit Catholic Central. Shout out to I got a lot of Catholic Central buddies from fellow Shamrock, including CY Chris Young. And
shout out Toby Heat, my man.
Oh yeah,
DCC.
Man, they took care of Bryce Underwood.
That's the kind of Stallions effect for Belleville.
Oh well, whatever.
Let's bring in the Okay.
Yeah,
what were they thinking?
That's a bad rash that won't go away.
Man.
Anyway, so I love high school football. I love high school football playoffs, and also Jimmy Baker over at Lansing Catholic. He's getting to the semifinals again, and
the Bulldogs.
Oh, and the Mason Bulldog, Gary Hope, man, a friend of mine.
Nobody saw that coming.
I'll tell you what.
Them.
This guy, no one saw this.
Nobody.
Early in the year, they thought, oh my God, they got a really good quarterback, but wow. So, Greater Lansing High School football, there's a statement being made here, don't you think? There's a statement. DeWitt Panthers, how can I forget the DeWitt Panthers? Okay, we can't forget the DeWitt Panthers, according to Kerry. But anyway, hey, they're good.
Anyway.
But anyway, it could be a Mason DeWitt title game in D3 on Saturday.
How about that?
On Thanksgiving weekend. Woo! Whoa, baby.
Be on and popping in the D, huh? Woo! Be dangerous.
Yeah. So what does it say about?
Crazy if everybody.
With all that I just said, what does that say about high school football? Is it ramping up here in Greater Lansing, in your opinion?
I think what's happened is everybody's kind of getting back from COVID. The youth programs.
Well, I know that, but even before COVID, we always hear about Grand Rapids, and obviously Southeast Michigan is powerful and things like that. But I think this is a step up.
But there was a time, you talk about back, if they had the rules like they are now, state championship would have had to come through the CAC, where the Eastern and Sexton and Grand Ledge and East Lansing and Hope were all right. Everybody was good.
Okay.
Right. It would have
early 2000s.
It would have had to come through Lansing.
Late 1990s, early 2000s.
Oh yeah. Just unreal football players around.
Yeah. Right.
But they only allow. It wasn't like a prime example. I'll go back to my sophomore year. We finished 8-1. We only lost to East Lansing, but because we lost to a 6-3 team, East Lansing got to go to the playoffs because they lost to us at 8-1 and ended up playing for the state championship. Wow. Because they only allowed 16 teams back then.
Yeah.
Now there's obviously 32.
Yeah.
And everything's changed where more people can have a better chance to get in.
Yeah.
So, but we went 8-1 the year after that and didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
We went 7-2 a couple times at Eastern Edition, you know. So
Yeah.
it's just better.
One
The
time Eastern
football's
got in
getting
there.
better. Yeah, got worked by Rockford.
When
Ooh, I never hated
Josh
this.
Thornhill on that team?
Oh yeah, I never hated the Spartan Fight song in my life that much.
Rockford? Rockford's got Spartan fights?
Oh, it's bad.
Now I definitely don't like Rockford.
Man, I mean, over and over and over, just
Yeah.
playing. But it's all good.
Okay, so we got some. It's gonna be a fun week of anticipation around here, and I can't wait to see how that plays out. And that'd be a fun weekend at Ford Field. Potentially, if Lansing Catholic and East Lansing play back to back down in Ford Field, I'd be all over that. I'd be down there in the sidelines. Okay, let's
Truly, just myself personally, just happy and grateful and humbled to have the opportunity after all these years to be able to go back again and have a chance to.
That's
make
all
it
you
to
want.
Ford
All you
Field.
want is an
Just
opportunity.
Like Coach said, you got a shot.
That's all you're asking.
You got a shot.
There's no guarantees.
Nothing.
No guarantee.
I'm not guaranteed to get to wake up tomorrow.
I know.
As we all found that out this week.
Yeah. We lost Steve Fenimore. You mentioned that a few times during the last couple of days, and I'm still processing that. But okay, so it's and the Iran. One more thing about the Iran thing about Lansing Catholic back with Jimmy Baker, the head coach. They're playing the Point City Ramblers. I think that's the team with a blue field. They got a blue field. It's crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's ironic because Jimmy has a summer home like right down the street from Point City High School, if I'm not mistaken. So
I didn't know that's a Rambler. I didn't know. So Perry has another. There's a Rambler at Perry and a Point City Rambler.
Point City Ramblers. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. The old Northern Huron Shores. They used to play with Petoskey. Yeah. Petoskey, who is the team that got beat by him. Okay, let's segue over to college football, which is our core competency here. So, great news about the Michigan Wolverines. Yesterday, they did not play, so they did not lose, which is a good thing. But I'm going to speak of the Wolverines. Their offensive line is terrible. But, and this is not a dig, my fellow, my Spartan over here, former Spartan. But your offensive line would have to improve 100% to get to the terrible category. They are their pass pro is non-existent.
And the sad part about it, at this point, all I can do is agree.
You're
I was
agreeing
so
with me.
disappointed in the effort.
It's jailbreak. Aiden Giles is out there running for his life every snap.
For his life. And it's simple. I mean, it wasn't like they were sending 8-9 people.
Okay, so looking, this is where I want your expertise. So when and I'm sure I know a lot of former offensive line in Cleveland, and all you do is look in the trenches every snap, pre-snap, everything. You're looking. That's where you look. So what do you see fundamentally or lack of fundamentals when you watch your offensive line?
The thing about it, and that's the beauty and also the horror of offensive or football in general. All it takes is one person to have a bad play, and the whole play can be bad.
Oh yeah, you're only good as your weakest link,
Right?
Because that's
So-
a whole unit.
Right. So it's not necessarily all of them bad at one
Okay,
time.
just
it's
assess
just
it that
one
way.
guy who makes a mistake on this play, and then the next play, it might be the different guy. Or like Ashton Leopold got beat on the inside on one big third down play, and then the next time it was Miller, and then the next time it was Ball. So it's not like it's just every play. All 5 of them are getting beat, but all it takes is one to not do his job, and it doesn't matter.
So assess the overall personnel. I mean, is this a portal need?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
you got babies at freshman. They had to put the true freshman in yesterday. Johnson, you got the sweet number 55, so he'll be good eventually. But the center, middle center, senior, Baldwin's senior. You expect better out of those guys. I mean, they're 3, 4, 5-year guys. You expect better from them. The young guys, you live and learn with them. But no, we definitely got to go in and find some people, some 5th year, 4th year guys that are established, and they're gonna have to pay them some, and come and help solidify
NIL, I mean,
and
it's
get better.
just important in O-line as a quarterback. I'm talking to our good friend Ted Terzian before. He was all excited about after the Iowa game and the first half of the Michigan game. Things were looking good, and then the second half of the Michigan game, but in that Indiana game, a couple good series on the offense, and it's just been they have taken 2 dramatic steps backwards.
I think we ran for like 40 yards yesterday.
When against Michigan, Nate Carter was the best back I've seen in that stadium all season long.
It was truly amazing.
Yeah,
and you would hope and think after a 2-week break we'd come.
Yeah, this was after the bye week. Yeah,
and it was disappointing. It was disappointing that we did not make progress moving forward, because now we put ourselves in a position where we have to win 2 games, and Rutgers beat the brakes off of Maryland yesterday.
Yeah. Well, Maryland is horrible.
So that's going to be.
But Purdue is one of the worst teams. Okay, I'm not trying to be cynical here, but maybe I am.
Quarter for Alex.
So next Friday night, okay, Silver Bells versus Michigan State hosting Purdue. Okay, where's the crowd going this time?
Well, the Silver Bells people don't care about
Well,
football
good
as
point.
much, so
That's a good point.
they're
in the Christmas spirit.
They're in the Silver Bells regardless.
Okay, and that's at 6 o'clock, so I'm just being, that was me. But
it's honest though. At this point, if you're going to make a choice.
This is what I'm taking a shot at this freaking television crap, okay? Friday night, which is supposed to be, the playoffs are on, so it doesn't affect high school. Okay, so on Friday night at 8 o'clock, the temperature is going to drop dramatically here in mid-Michigan from
30s.
Wednesday on or Thursday on.
30s.
So it's going to be in the 30s. What kind of crowd are you going to have at Spartan Stadium?
If you're winning, it's full. If it's not, you're giving them tickets away to the local boys and girls clubs to see who can get to come out.
You're going to say, I swear we're going to see on Facebook, hey, I got a pair of Section 24 D-Me, direct message me, no charge.
They're free. Come get them. Come get them. Yes, no, there will be lots of boys and girls clubs and church community.
There you go, an opportunity to watch Spartan football.
Go watch a game.
Yeah.
And why not? Free. It's unfortunate. But
I still think they're going to win these next 2 games. I don't know why, but because they're home, and they play pretty good at home, except against Indiana.
I'm hoping. I'm always going to be encouraged because
Purdue is terrible. Purdue is terrible. I watched a little bit of that game with Penn State, and they're just really.
They let the
bad.
big 6'5" tight end, fullback, H-back, whatever.
Yeah.
Just take the ball in the
you mean for Penn State?
And just ran around the end.
You mean at 44?
Yeah.
He is a dominant
And just
player.
ran around the end for a 50-yard touchdown. That was embarrassing.
Yeah.
They could the poor linebacker who was trying to catch him, but then nobody else was trying. I said, "Come on, Purdue, please." That's just bad. But again, we got our own problems. So
No, you got to win the game. You got to win that game. Now,
they have to. They have no choice but to win.
It's like some of my Michigan State people texting me and says, "Man, it looks like," and I run into this with Sharon, Michigan fans. Sharon Moore doesn't show a lick of urgency on the sidelines. Well, Jonathan Smith, just optically, he doesn't either. He's like this. But what are you going to do? What are you supposed to do? Ranting and raving's not going to work.
Not going to change one bit.
Yeah. So that's my comment.
Because
on that.
it's not a officiating problem. It's not a. I don't believe it's an effort problem. They're trying. They just make mistakes, which you can't afford to do. Which I said at the beginning of the season. We have no margin for error. We just don't. And if we do, this is what happens.
How would you assess the coaching on this staff? You bring it real.
Well,
I know.
like
I mean,
said,
that's
like,
your brothers
like I
out
said,
there. I understand that.
After Iowa, I was so encouraged. Like, okay, yeah, this we come back 2 weeks, and even Michigan, boom. This is how we know. Now there were some things that I thought we could have did different, but then Indiana again. We started out. They made adjustments. Then we got to make adjustments. You know, that's one of the things I always prided myself on with Marcel or Everett, whatever. We saw what they were going to do, and then we have to make our adjustments to what we wanted to do, not to what they were going to do. We know what they're going to do because we used to do so much stuff on defense to try to make our offense to make the other defense simple for our kids. So once we figured out what they were going to do, then we can adjust what we want to do. I haven't seen that, so that's disappointing. But when you can only do so much with what you have. You know, the old saying, you can only make chicken salad. Well,
whatever that is.
If you don't have enough players to make you can only do so much.
Okay, I think my opinion on Jonathan Smith, biggest challenge for him, not only does he got to get new players, he's got to retain some critical. Nick Marsh, I tell you what, portal alert. You don't tell me there's teams that are out the country going to go after him.
No question.
So you got to recruit your own players every freaking day to buy it, which causes a lot of stress in the coaching.
That's which I think some of those rules may have to change, which I think they will with the 105. You're going to see people probably signing a contract that you're going to be here. You're going to
get in on money. You can't just fly.
You just can't leave. So I think that's going to change that kind of thing. But yeah, and quite honestly, if I'm Nick Marshall and you don't look, then you're doing yourself a disservice.
Look how it worked out for Keyton Crawford. I don't like that.
I'm not mad at anybody that has an opportunity to better their position.
But how do you balance the loyalty thing to that?
Hey man, look, I'm loyal. I have loyalty. Well, in my position right now, I have loyalty to my family, and I have loyalty to Coach Ferraro. That's it.
You're not loyal. Hold a second. You're not loyal to me?
Well, you're my guy, though.
Okay.
That's different.
Just want to make sure.
When we talk, Nick Marshall has loyal to his mother.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's true.
What's best for Nick Marsh and his mother and his family moving forward? Because
I actually hope he stays. I hate guys jumping around.
I pray that he stays because I think it'd be good for him, and I think obviously it's going to be good for our program. But at the end of the day, he's got to do what's best. Okay,
last little tidbit I want to talk about is next week, Ohio State hosts Indiana at the Shoe. I'm going to make a prediction. This is the term boat race means you get blown out. Then I think Ohio State's going to boat race Indiana. Indiana has beaten 0 teams who are bowl eligible at this moment. At this moment, they have not beaten one team who is bowl eligible, mind you.
2 weeks to prepare, Mr. Crawford.
You think Indiana's going to compete with Ohio State?
I certainly do.
I mean, Ohio State wasn't even impressive, but I watched Indiana against Michigan the whole duration of that game, pretty much. They're not very good, in my opinion. Michigan's terrible, and that game came right down to the wire. I mean, this Signetti, I think he kind of pisses me off. He's kind of a blowhard.
I don't find Wisconsin to be great, but they almost got the Ducks last night.
I'm just projecting. And next Sunday, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll admit I'm wrong, and I usually admit I'm wrong more often than I admit I'm right because I'm usually wrong more than I'm right. But I have a gut feeling about it. You think?
I truly think it's going to be.
I don't think so. I think I'm going to predict Indiana is going to become Indiana.
You want to know why I think it's going to be competitive? Because I'm still not sold on Ohio State's quarterback.
Will Howard, he's
to make the plays.
So Will Howard would be what you would call a game manager.
Yeah.
When everybody says, he's a great game manager, that means he's not very good.
I'm not sold on him enough to where if it gets tight. He proved
he's
it
a
against,
Trent Dilfer type.
Against Oregon. He wasn't ready for the big stage to make the plays when he needed to make the plays. And I mean, he'll have the comforts of
get the best running back pair in the country.
Yeah, also wide receivers as well.
NFL caliber.
And
4D.
I still don't know. So that's why I think it's going to be. I think it's a fourth quarter game. I do.
Jeremiah Smith Abuka. Whoa, look out. That secondary is supposed to be so good for IU. You're going to get lit up. That's my prediction. Okay?
I have to get a Danish on this.
Danish. Here at Grand Traverse Pike. Hey, do us a favor. Go out to Tom State Community on our YouTube channel and subscribe. Really appreciate that. Ted Tursey and Gary Snumberger and I have a Friday Tom State Food, Spirits, and Takeout and Greater Lansing Local that people rave about. So get it on your YouTube channel. It goes right to your phone. So appreciate that. Also on our Tom State Community on Facebook page. So until next Sunday.
But real quick.
Yeah.
We do have working on with a local entrepreneur to get a Final Four T-shirt, sweater, stuff for East Lansing Trojan football team.
Back-to-back Final Fours.
Yeah, so that's coming. Artwork should be done today.
Yeah.
I'll be posting it on my Facebook.
Love it.
And then maybe we might even have to get one for LCC and Mason too.
So you can, I can still tell you're an old guy here because you call Lansing Catholic LCC.
Lansing Catholic Central.
Why don't you just call him Gabriel? I still call him Gabriel.
Oh, see, well, he talking about me being old school. He went all the way back.
All the way back.
He went all the way.
All right, for Tom Crawford and Kerry Keyton, until next time.
Go Trojans and go Green.
And go Blue.